Forecasting the weather takes preparation. So does buying a home. Hello, everyone. I'm meteorologist Chris Sowers, and welcome to Weichert Realtors in Washington Township, the power of yellow. Come join us and experience the full service advantage of our yellow team. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, we've got everything you need under one roof. Real estate, title services, mortgages, and insurance. One team, one trusted name, one-stop shopping for all your real estate needs. Weichert Realtors in Washington Township, the bright choice. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today on this beautiful Saturday morning here in the Delaware and the Lehigh Valleys? As expected, the humidity has dropped out a little bit and actually feels really, really nice. There's still a little bit of humidity, dew points for the most part in the low 60s, unless you're down at the Jersey Shore, and then the dew points are a little bit higher there. But overall, it feels really, really nice. And just look at the morning. Look how blue the sky is, and there's almost this, I don't want to say crisp because, you know, it's not crisp, but there's almost this cooling, crisp feel to the air, but not too bad. So I figured this is going to be daddy-daughter day with Paigey, and Lori's not at work yet, so I was like, you know what? Oh, that breeze. Oh, my gosh, that breeze feels so good. So I was like, you know what? Let me jump on here and do a quick segment, and then I'll go and everybody enjoys their day. We're watching Sunday. Whew, I'll tell you what, Sunday could be a very interesting day because the modeling has no idea what it wants to do. Oh yeah, the modeling has no idea what it wants to do. One day it's Monsoon City. The next day the model's update and it's not that bad. Oh, look who it is. Hi. Did you have a good sleep? Did you sleep good? Aw. Show everybody who you got. Who do you got today? And who's that?
Mary.
That's Mary, Mother Mary. And
she sleeps with me.
She sleeps with you? That's good. And does she protect you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of little, though.
She is kind of little. You know, you don't have a nightmare, right? You just say the bedroom's kind of scary because it's dark, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, you know, Daddy can come in there, and I can sleep with you, too. I'll sleep on the floor. How's that?
Why are we going to sleep on the floor?
Because your bed is too small. So, oh, here. Are you up? No? You don't want to sit on Daddy's lap? Okay. All right. That's fine.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah, that's my Mickey Mouse shirt over there. So, feels good out here, doesn't it, Paige? Isn't it nice? Yeah, sun's over that way. What are we doing today? Tell everybody what we're doing today. What are we doing? We're doing the fish tank. Yeah.
Ice cream.
And we're doing, that's right. We meant to do it yesterday, and we just simply ran out of time. So today I think we're either going to go to Rita's Water Ice or there's a place, I don't know. There's a couple good places that we go to.
Have you ever tried Kona Ice?
Kona Ice? That was down, I have not. That was down in Florida,
it's
right?
Good.
It is good.
Do they have it in New Jersey?
I don't know. Do they have a Kona Ice here in New Jersey? Is that even a thing? Lori, is that a thing?
No, we got water ice.
We got water ice. We don't have Kona Ice. We got water ice. Everybody down in Florida used to make so much fun of me with how I pronounce certain words. It was so funny. The first time I said water on the air.
You should try Kona Ice. It's really good.
It is. What flavor is your favorite?
Well, I only tried one before.
Yeah. Do you remember what flavor it was?
Purple grape.
It was purple grape. Yeah. Purple grape sounds good. That's my favorite.
Liked it.
I like lemony lemon, orangey orange, grapey grape. You guys remember that one? I think that was Trix, right? The commercial for Trix. Gosh, do they even have Trix anymore? I don't even know if I've ever. I can't tell you the last time I've seen that cereal box. I wonder if Trix is even a cereal anymore. That's what we should do. That should be the question of the day. Question of the morning. What was your favorite cereal growing up as a kid? Because I can tell you mine right now. Mine was Lucky Charms. Oh, I used to eat Lucky Charms every day. Even as an adult, I still eat it. Huh? What's yours?
Flat cereal.
You like flat cereal? So you know what she's talking about. She's talking about the cereal Life. You know, the little squares.
Not called Life.
It's not called Life. What is it called?
Flat cereal.
Flat cereal. That's right. So if you go to the store, you'll see the flat cereal. It's really, really good. I like the flat cereal too. But I've been eating a lot of kashi lately. That it's like a cinnamon flavor kashi.
It begins with a K on the box.
Why don't you go
smell the wood.
go get the box real quick? Let's show everybody. Okay, tell Mommy to get you the box. She says, Mom, go get the cereal box. She gonna get watch your step.
She'll be right out.
She'll be right out.
I think.
So what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to be a little more healthy, but lately, last month, my diet has completely gone out the window. I've eaten so much crap. I told you the one day I had 16 Chips Ahoy cookies in one sitting. Okay, here's what... No, babe, the kashi stuff. Here's what Paige eats. This is what she calls the flat cereal. Okay, she loves this stuff. It's original. And then... What, guy, get that one. What Daddy eats... Watch your step.
This one.
Daddy eats this one.
I think this one's yummier.
Yeah, I think that one's yummier too. So those are the two we got.
I think this one's yummier.
Yeah? I think so too.
Can I have a little piece of this right now?
You want a little bit? Well, there's a note here. Hand this to Mommy. There's an open box already. All right. How we doing? What do you guys got planned? Oh, yeah, by the way, again, that's going to be the question of the day. What was your favorite cereal growing up as a kid? All right, I'm not talking about...
Apple Jacks.
Oh, Lori liked Apple Jacks. That was another good one, babe. That was another good one. So we got Apple Jacks. Mine was Lucky Charms. Paige's Life. There's a lot of really good cereals, and they're all terrible for you, but they're all good. What? Murphy's is dog food. That's what Paige says. Yes. Good job, Paige. We got a couple Cocoa Puffs on here. That was a good one. You know what?
I wasn't allowed to have Lucky Charms.
You weren't allowed to have Lucky Charms?
Even though
Oh, because it was...
Apple Jacks was just bad.
So you know what my brother's is? He's the Fruity Pebbles. He used to love Fruity Pebbles. You guys remember that one? Molly says Captain Crunch. Maria says Frosted Flakes, and it still is. Let's see. Oh, we got Cookie Crisp. How could I forget about Cookie Crisp? Oh, my gosh, I love Cookie Crisp. That's another good one. Whoop, whoop. Let's see. Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch, Cheerios? Really? All right. Well, listen, I've eaten Cheerios too, and I don't mind it. It's just when I was a kid, that wasn't the first thing I was going after. But people like you know the Cheerios I really like is Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios is really, really good, and I used to eat that a lot as a kid. Yes. How about the Halloween cereals? You remember that? All right, you guys remember? You guys remember the Halloween cereals? There was 3 of them. Let's see how good you are. I know them. Can you name the 3? They only come out around Halloween, so they're going to be out in the stores soon if they're not already out. There's 3 of them. Let's see if you guys can hit me up here in the comment section. Let's see if you guys can remember the 3. What were the 3 Halloween cereals? They only come out around Halloween, and then boom, they're off the shelves again. All right, I see Patty, what she's saying. I can't. Yeah, okay, we got one. All right, Boo Berry. Everyone's saying Boo Berry. That's one. What are the other 2? Boo Berry was one, babe. Count Dracula was another. Boo Berry, What was the 3rd one? It was like the pinkish cereal. We had Boo Berry, Count Dracula, and then there was a pinkish one. Oh, someone's going to have to help me out on this one. Boo Berry, Count Dracula, Frankenberry. That's it. Good job, Jamie. Frankenberry, Count Dracula, and Boo Berry. Those are the ones. Yeah, these are good times. I couldn't eat. I used to be able to eat that stuff all the time, honestly, if I wanted to. If I had more than one bowl of cereal, that now I'd get sick. Let's see. Good morning from Brigantine. We got Meredith in the house. How are you? How is it in Brigantine? Today's going to be a fabulous day down there at the Jersey Shore. One thing I do want to caution you, though. If you are on the beach, right, and when you're on the beach, you're always laying out, right, facing the water. There's going to be a sea breeze. Now, it's weak, okay? It's Sundays. Tomorrow's the day where the breeze is just humming. All right, you're going to see winds 20 to 30 miles per hour off the water Sunday. Today, it's more like a 10-mile-per-hour breeze. But what it's going to do here is, let's say it pushes in a little bit, maybe a couple miles west on the other side of the Garden State Parkway. Don't be surprised if you see a couple thunderstorms popping up. I think the beaches are going to be fine today, but there could be a thunderstorm or two, or maybe just a shower, potentially developing along the sea breeze front. Okay, so watch out for that. 99.9999999% of you don't see anything. Okay, but yeah, again, one or two areas you could see a spotty shower or spotty thunderstorm on the sea breeze front west, so inland west of the Garden State Parkway. Otherwise, today's great. Tomorrow is the $1 million question right now. That's the day where we've kind of been monitoring things closely, the modeling going back and forth and back and forth. See, the problem is, and I did this explainer here, I recorded an explainer last night before I went to bed, and I put it on the Facebook page that you guys are on right now. The problem is, there's still a little disturbance that's going to be pushing through here on Sunday. It's when you look at the size of the United States, this thing is so small in comparison. So a shift just 50 miles to the north or 50 miles to the south or 60 miles north or 60 miles south makes a huge difference in the overall forecast. Now, if this system that was coming in off the jet stream tomorrow was maybe double or even triple in size, then it wouldn't matter. If it shifts 50 miles to the north, we still get rain. If it shifts 50 miles to the south, we still get rain. It wouldn't matter. But because it's so small, the track has got to be exact or we don't get much. Okay, so let's put it this way. If it was, I think I just said let's put it this way 2 or 3 times in a row, so I'm not going to use that again. But here's the thing, right? If this was a snow event that we were tracking, I'd be very, 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 I'd have low confidence. I'd be very unsure about what's going to happen here on Sunday, especially when putting snow totals together because it's such a small system. It packs quite a punch, though. So some of you that will get it could get big downpours and maybe a strong thunderstorm. So we do have a flash flood threat again, and we do have a risk for severe weather again. Now, it's only an isolated threat, a level 1 out of 5, but it's still a threat, a threat nonetheless. All right, we got Norristown in the house. How are you, Diane? Margarita says she hasn't met a cereal she didn't like. I hear you. I hear you. Blackwood, New Jersey in the house. Hi, Gail. Jamie says, I just got on board here. Why are we discussing cereal? So, Jamie, that was the question of the day. And you can drop your comment too. What was your favorite cereal growing up as a kid? And you can see everybody's posted theirs. We've had, oh, you know which one I didn't see? No one has said Sugar Smacks. Do you guys remember that one? You remember Sugar Smacks? So there was Lucky Charms, there was Fruit Loops and Captain Crunch and all the Trix. You know what? Trix was another one I didn't see. But there were all these good high sugar cereals that everyone loved as a kid. So that's why I'm sure if you're looking at all the comments, everybody's talking about cereal. We got Del Rand in the house. Lisa, how are you, my friend? Trivos, is that how you pronounce that? I'm sorry. To Levittown in the house. Moving day. Stephanie, good luck on the move. That is one thing I don't ever want to do again in my life is move. I've moved. All right, I can tell you how many times I've moved. Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Jamie, that's a good one too. Oh, Alphabet cereal. Laura, you remember that one? Alphabets, that's a good one. Kicks, those were the little balls. I remember that. Lucky Charms still takes it all. That's what, who said that? Oh, there's too many comments. I just lost it. Sorry. But I agree with you. It's a good one. Kellogg's, Sugar Smack, and Sugar Pops. That's another one. Honeycomb was good. I think that Donna's saying, what's the weather in Wildwood today? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Corn Puffs. That's another one. Or Corn Pops. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Crispix. That's a good. I forget who just said this, but one of the comments was, I never met a cereal I didn't like. And I got to tell you, I think I'm right there with her. Right there with her. They're all so good. Sugar Bear? Margarita, what's that one? I don't know if I've heard it. You guys ever heard of Sugar Bear? Did I miss that one as a kid? I don't remember. Raisin Bran. I like it. Linda, I like Raisin Bran. But as a kid, I remember that one being too healthy for me. I wanted sugar. You know what I mean? Apple Jacks. Hello from North Carolina. Susan is in the house. Another hot and humid day down there, she says. We got Carol in the house. Wilmington, Delaware. Okay. Yeah, a lot of Captain Crunch. Donna said, so that's the funny thing, right? These, I don't eat these with milk. I don't eat these with milk at all. I'll put them in a bowl and I just pick at them. I don't like, sometimes when I have cereal and I have milk, it just bloats me. I just feel like, ugh, you know what I mean? So I don't drink too much milk. And the one thing I haven't introduced to Paige, do you guys remember back in the day, they had chocolate and strawberry. You used to take a spoonful and, chocolate mix and put it in the milk, and then you'd have sudden, like, instant chocolate milk. I used to love that as a kid, too. I was so unhealthy. I was a wrestler for 16 years, yet I was so unhealthy with my diet. Yeah. All right, let's go over to the radar. We're good. No issues with the radar. But look, this is what I wanted to show you guys here. Look at the temperatures. Not bad, right? Look at the dew points. That's nice. Look at the 50s to the north. All right, that's really, really good stuff there. All right, so you're up there in the Poconos. Even the Lehigh Valley, we got 61, 62. That's really nice stuff. It's a lot more refreshing out here now than it's been over the last, couple of weeks. All right, so we'll go back to the temperatures. Still 70 in Philadelphia, but a lot of 60s. Allentown, 63. Now, remember, initially, like 4 or 5 days ago, the modeling was showing a lot of 50s out there for this morning. And as we got closer and closer and closer, the power of this cooler air, this trough, if you will, was having a difficult time seeping farther and farther to the south. So the 50s, instead of being here in our neck of the woods, they're just a little bit farther to the north. They're north of Allentown. All right, but it is the middle of August, honestly. I wasn't expecting, if you would have asked me in the beginning of the month, were we going to have morning lows in the 50s sometime this month, I probably would have said, if we do, it would have been the very end of the month. Today's only the 15th. So if we would have gotten to the 50s this morning, that would have been a huge bonus. But it's just not that time of year yet. All right, here's a look at the outlooks, okay? So here's today, nothing. Again, today's a beautiful day. Here's Sunday. Now, you can see on Sunday, it's simply just a level 1. The more concentrated area for severe weather is going to be down here to the south, where you see that bright yellow. Again, when you look at the size of this thing, all right, it's a very small piece of energy riding the jet stream. So like I said earlier, a shift in either direction, just 50 miles, could either make or break this forecast on Sunday. But right now, it looks like the more concentrated area for severe weather is going to be down here, right where you see that yellow shaded area. All right, now, as we get into tomorrow, where's the controls here? That's D2. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm figuring this out now. Okay, here's the tornado threat for Sunday. Here's the hail threat for Sunday. Here's the wind threat for Sunday. So again, everything as far as, severe weather is concerned on Sunday, the bulk of this is to our south. But there is a portion of the area around the Delaware Bay, lifting northwestward up into a portion of Chester County and Lancaster County into the Harrisburg television market, and then out towards State College and Johnstown, Altoona, Pittsburgh, those areas. There is a small piece of our viewing area that could see some pretty good weather out of this Sunday afternoon. All right, back to the radar we go. Nothing going on, but what I wanted to show you here, what do we got here? What's this? A dense fog advisory. Interesting. We don't have that here. Today, all right, what I wanted to show you today, I'm going to zoom in. All right, I've got my telestrator on. So obviously this right here, this blue line, okay, is the Garden State Parkway. See it going all the way down? All right, and so what I think is going to end up happening here, when you're laying on the beach or sitting on the beach, you look this way, right? You look over the open waters of the Atlantic. The sea breeze front is going to come in, okay? It's going to come in just like this, All right. And so what I think is going to end up happening here, you're probably going to have a very broken line of a couple of spotty, and I mean very, very spotty, okay? So out of this entire line that I just drew, maybe you have one here, maybe you have one here, and that's it. All right, and maybe a little blip here down to the south, okay? It's very, very spotty. Like I said earlier, 99.99999999999% of you don't see anything at all. All right, but just don't be surprised if, you're laying out on the beach and you're facing the ocean. Maybe you took a quick nap, you wake up, you turn around inland, and you're looking inland, and all of a sudden the sky turns black. That should not, if that happens, whatever beach you're at, if that does start happening, the chances of that thunderstorm moving onto the beach are also low. It would probably stay west of the Garden State Parkway, okay? All right, let's go over to, so again, there's a look at the thunderstorm threat here. All right, here's a look at the flash flood threat. Now, this is interesting, too, because this is all subject to change as well, depending on the exact track of this system. But right now, almost the entire viewing area is in a level 2 out of 4. So this is a little bit more heightened of a level than what the severe weather is for Sunday. A level 2, when it goes to flooding, level 1 is isolated, just like level 1 is when it comes to severe weather. When it comes to flash flooding, though, a level 2 is a little more widespread. Or in other words, the coverage should be a lot greater in terms of flash flooding in that yellow shaded area. So what I'm just advising everybody to do, and this is what I usually say when it comes to flash flooding, if you live in an area that typically floods during a heavy rain event, then I would just, watch my surroundings tomorrow afternoon. The morning looks fine. You want to get outside. Nothing going on during the morning hours, or at least that's the way the models looked this morning when I was checking it all out. But your best opportunity to get outside on Sunday is going to end up being during the morning. And then by afternoon, we get the downpours pushing through. Here's the way one of the forecast models looks at it. All right. See the size of this thing? Look how small it is. You see that? And again, this is why I'm saying a shift one way or the other is going to make a huge I mean, you're almost threading the needle with this thing. It's that small. I mean, it stretches from, let's say, just south of D.C. to the New York-PA state line. Now, how many miles is that? That's not a lot. And so there it comes right there. Okay, and then there's a little tiny piece of energy behind that. But there it goes. All right, this forecast model, again, look at the size of this thing. This one's even smaller. Look at that. You see how small this is? Can you imagine? All right, and this is why, I'm sure if you're looking at the forecast, this is why the, we could see this, we could see that, but there's not like a real definitive call because, I mean, look at this. Look at how small that is. Okay, and then again, you got this little piece of energy coming in on the backside, but that's Sunday night. And then the European model shows this. See how small? Look at the dark shade of green. See how small this is? See that? And then that's really it. Okay, here's a look at the rain totals. Watch this. This is just, okay, here's the first rainfall total. Watch the difference. So we go from this to this to this. See that? I mean, look at this. The European has almost nothing north of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, whereas the NAM has that, 2 to 3 inches. It's just crazy. And then the HRRR doesn't have much over New Jersey at all, but then look at the western suburbs. Over 2 inches in portions of Berks, Lancaster, and Lehigh counties. So we've got this that shows nothing north of the Atlantic City Expressway and north of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, to this, which shows areas north of the Atlantic City Expressway and north of the PA Turnpike getting walloped Sunday afternoon, to this. Hardly anybody in New Jersey gets anything. So, what I said earlier was there's a huge bust potential with this, okay? This could be one of those 4K. And that's why, thank goodness, we're not trying to track snow here, because I would be very, very uncomfortable putting out snowfall totals with this if this was a snow event. Could you imagine? I mean, think about it for a second. If the one model's right, if that first model's right, parts of the area are getting over 20 inches of snow with this. Yet, if the other model's right, those same areas may barely get an inch or two. It's just, It's wild. It's wild. And then New Jersey on the one model was getting like an inch or two. And then areas west, the far western counties, were getting 10 to 20 inches of snow. I mean, it was just, this would have been a mess if it were January and February and we were talking about snow. So thank goodness this is just rain, because if you bomb a rain forecast, I don't think you guys really care as much as if it would have been a snow forecast, right? Because, like, for example, if we're tracking wet weather, and I say, oh, we're going to get a ½ inch of rain today, and we get 3/4 of an inch, does anybody even really know? Does anybody even really care? But if I say we're going to get 5 inches of snow, and we get 10, or we're going to get 10 inches of snow, and we get 5, that's a big difference, right? So, yeah, good thing this is still summer. We're not, heading down that road just yet. Okay, I'll tell you what. I guess that's going to do it for me. Now, I won't be along tonight. I'm going to spend some time with my pagey. And I'll be back along tomorrow morning at 7:30 and tomorrow evening at 7:30, especially given. And then the other thing, too, with tomorrow, if the weather does start, let's say the full brunt of this thing comes pushing through, okay? And we do start getting warnings popping here or there, whether they're flash flood warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, obviously a tornado, whatever the case may be. Then I'm going to start cutting in, and I'll have live coverage, probably with Rob Garino again. But if it's just a flood advisory here or a special weather statement there and everything, I probably won't. I'll probably just do, visual updates, posts on Facebook throughout the day. Either way, you can keep it right here, and I'll have you guys updated throughout the afternoon. SourSkywatch.com has the complete forecast, including the tropics, okay? And then on my YouTube channel, at Chris Sowers Weather, this radar right here, there's nothing on it, okay, because it's quiet out here right now, but that's going to stream 24/7. And also, you're going to see my digital weather channel on my YouTube page as well. Remember, you do not need a YouTube profile to get onto my page. You just go to youtube.com and the search, put in Chris Sowers Weather, and it'll pop right up. Okay? All right, you guys take care, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.